Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm excited to be with you today. Today, I want to talk about a question that someone brought up to me that I actually never have thought about. So I think that it's going to be interesting for you guys to ponder about it and think about it. So someone asked me, like, what is the first step for the artist visa? So let's say, for example, you're a filmmaker from Barcelona and you just landed in New York and you want to pursue your professional career here in New York or in the States. What do you do? I think most people would go on Google and they would just Google how to work in New York, and they'll just be inundated with a bunch of information. And most of the time, they'll probably get lost. I also think most people will start to just Google immigration law firms, and whoever comes up, they'll call. Maybe there's a paid consultation, maybe there isn't. And maybe I think at the beginning, most people will be turned off about paying for a consultation. So I'm going to give you my take on what I think the first step is and why I think that what I'm telling you is important. So I think it's very, very important to do your research. I think it's extremely important to be informed and to ask the right questions. So yes, you may go on Google and you might find a lawyer who's doing free consultations. You might find a lawyer who's very, very cheap, and that might be good for you if that's what you think. But like I said, it's very important to find attorneys who are passionate about what they do, who are very, very informed about the process. And number two, who can make sure that you are informed about the process, who can make sure that you understand what step one is, what step two is. Make sure that you find an attorney that has the values that you have. So if you're the type of client who values communication from an attorney, who values the ability to get same-day responses, have phone conversations with your attorney, strategize with your attorney, then you're going to need to undergo research. So let's say you've undergone that research and you found the attorney that you like and that you potentially want to meet with. That's when you have to go on your consultation, which is what I call the first date. So during that consultation, you're going to get firms that charge for a consultation and other firms that don't charge for a consultation. I have no opinion on that. You do what's best for you, but what I think is true based on the world and time is you get what you pay for, right? So if you're going to an attorney who maybe is not charging for a consultation, maybe you're not really going to get that personalized experience, and you're really not going to get maybe that legal strategy that you're looking for. So research, do your research, figure out who you want to see, figure out if that law firm has that corporate culture that you're looking for. And number three, make sure that you choose a firm that has your values, because whatever visa you choose to undergo, specifically the artist visa, the O1 visa, you really want to make sure that you are fully involved throughout the process. So just to recap, I think the first steps are, find a law firm that has your same values, that has the elements that you're looking for in order to craft your successful case. And number two, make sure that they value what you value. Now, with that being said, there's tons of lawyers out there. You want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence and you're doing your proper research, because this is a very, very long, laborious process, and you want to make sure that you are in good hands. So the first step is to conduct your research, find a firm that has your values, has your value system, have that first consultation, make sure you're comfortable with the way he or she works, and start working on your case. Obviously, the attorney that you choose is going to advise you on the different elements of the case, what you need to start working on your case, what you need to qualify. So it's very, very important that you find that right attorney. Again, this is New York. I'm located in New York, for those of you who are not watching in New York, and you get what you pay for in terms of the quality of work. So if you are comfortable with that, and some people might be more comfortable with, X amount of money versus Y amount of money, and that is perfectly fine. But you have to measure your expectations and be aware that you made choices maybe based on money versus based on expertise and skill. So the second thing I want to quickly mention is ask the right questions when you're on that consultation. I don't think that it's of value to you to ask, well, how many cases have you filed? Or what's your percentage of approval? Number one, an attorney it's hard to quantify those things. And it doesn't really give a big picture or the proper picture of the law firm and the success of the firm. So I would invite you to really research the types of questions that will bring value to you. So certain questions can be something like, well, do you have experience working with my type of profession? Or what do you understand about my profession that sets me apart from another profession? Or how would you present my case to the officer? These are the sorts of questions that the answers will provide value to you. Knowing if a law firm has a 100% approval rate, sure, might provide you some information, but it really won't provide value to you. The questions that you should be asking your attorney are specific questions. And I just gave you a couple right off the bat. And those are questions specifically about you. Then you can ask questions about the law firm, like, what is your procedure for phone calls? Or what is your email policy? Is it same-day email? Is it 2 business days? What is your in-person policy? These are questions that you really need to ask so that you have a comprehensive understanding of the law firm, of how the law firm works, and so that you understand what your expectations are. So I thought that this was a very interesting question that someone asked me, especially because this person is not a part of the O1 world, although this person is a great artist. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that when you do take your first steps towards your artist visa, that you're undergoing research, you're choosing the attorney that fits your culture and what you expect, and that you ask the right questions. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later today at 12 with some creative career advice. Bye, everybody.